Oh, hi, it's Lauren again, back for another little video on how to create a smudging ceremony. So first of all, when should you smudge? Well, you can do it almost any time that you want to clear space. You can do it every morning. I like to do it in the morning before I meditate. It's great to do when you're going through difficult challenges or at times of change. I like to do it whenever when I clean the house. After I clean the house, I do the smudging ceremony. It's also traditionally done at sacred junctures, so at the new moon, at the full moon, at the equinoxes, at the solstices, but you can really do it whenever you want. Three traditional ways I know of working with smudging are using sage, a sage bundle, which I happen to have run out of, so I don't have my sage, my Palo Santo, or copal resin. And the most common are sage and Palo Santo. Sage is an amazing wild herb that cultivates clarity, vision, strength. It activates the feminine energy. It's used in a lot of native traditions and indigenous cultures in the Americas to represent the life force energy. And it helps to purify and release negative energy and stagnation, and to open us up, open our field so that we can receive the positive higher vibration, right? Most of them do the same thing. Palo Santo is also a mystical tree that grows on the coasts in South America, and it translates to mean holy wood. It is known to raise the vibration and is often used in the beginning of meditation or at any creative endeavors or ceremonies of any kind. And then copal is a natural resin that comes from the borisa tree in southern Mexico. And since ancient times, copal is really a really powerful resin. The smoke is very intense, and so you have to kind of, be really ready for that one, for the copal. You can also buy copal incense sticks, which aren't as intense. So you need to get one of these little, they're like these black charcoals, and you light the charcoal, which sometimes I get a little unsure because I'm concerned the charcoal itself might have some toxins in it. So you have to make sure you get a pure natural charcoal, and then you sprinkle the copal on top of the charcoal, and it creates the smoke. It's been used in both the Mayan and the Aztec traditions, so it really has been used in some very powerful ancient indigenous cultures for ceremony since ancient times. And it's really powerful for strengthening the mind, and also for removing blocks. It's used a lot in ceremonies to clear out negative energies. So you can work with whichever one you like. Sage is most common. Palo Santo I like a lot. I do use both, and I also use the copal. The copal, as I said, is a little stronger. The one thing you have to be careful when you do your ceremony is that if you're doing it inside, that you always have an open window, because you don't want the smoke to collect. You want whatever the smoke from the herbs are taking out of your system or your field or your space, you want it to go out, right? You don't want to keep it in. So don't keep the windows closed when you're doing the smudging ceremony, or it will have the opposite effect, right? So what you need are your sage, your copal, your Palo Santo, one or the other. You can use a small clay pot or an abalone pot. You need some wooden matches or a lighter, and a feather, or you can use your hand to wave the smoke, and that's it. So then when you're ready, you can just come to a comfortable seat. You can take a few deep breaths and settle into your body and connect to the space, right? So doing a nice balancing pranayama might be a good idea. You can do a few rounds of nadi shodhana. Maybe we can do that together. So you can inhale through the left, and then pause and exhale through the right. Inhale right, exhale left, inhale through the left, closing the right, pausing, exhale through the right, opening, And then inhale once again into the right nostril, closing both. And opening the left nostril as you exhale. A few more rounds, inhaling left and pause, closing. Exhale, releasing through the right nostril. Inhaling into the right and pause. And exhale through the left. 2 more rounds, inhaling left, pausing. Exhaling right. Inhaling right. Exhaling left. And 1 more round on your own. Beautiful. And then you can take a moment to center yourself. You can hold your sage or your Palo Santo between your palms. You can create an intention for your ceremony if there's something that you're intentionally looking to cleanse or to purge from your field. Or you can just do a more general intention, releasing negative energy, creating space, and opening to the clearing light energy, right? So you can light your sage or your copal or your Palo Santo. The sage, you might want to put it in the smudge bowl, and the copal obviously will be in a little bowl on top of the charcoal. With the Palo Santo, you can just hold the match to the wood. And so you can light your sage, right? There goes the smoke, or in my case, my Palo Santo. And you can allow it to kind of burn a little bit until it really catches fire, because you really want it to light in order to activate the smoke when you blow out. Otherwise, if you just light it quickly and blow it out, you're not going to have the smoke that we're looking for. So you can then set your intention. You can ask the herbs for permission to clear your space. And then you can begin, when you're ready, to start to wave the smudge or the stick of Palo Santo. And you can start to see that there's some smoke coming off of the flame, right? I'm just going to let it get a little bit more, the flame a little bit more activated, so we can get a little bit more smoke so you guys can see the smoke. And then you just take a moment. You can even there's a Tantric meditation where you meditate on the smoke itself, right? So taking a moment to observe the smoke as it comes from the flame. It's always different and so beautiful and inspiring. You can breathe in the smell, the scent of the herbs, and you can call forth your prayers, your visualizations, your intention. There it goes. So now the flame went out and you can see the smoke, and then you'll begin to smudge yourself. You can close your eyes, smudging your face. You can use your hand or a feather to activate the smoke. You can then work with the chakras, so the crown, the third eye, the throat, the heart space, front and back. Careful, don't burn yourself. The navel center, right? The second chakra, the hips and pelvis. Underneath, getting the earth, the root chakra. So you might have to sit up a little bit, get your root chakra going. Woo! There we go. Beautiful. And then you also, of course, want to do the hands and definitely the feet, right? So getting the feet. And just feeling that beautiful clearing that happens. Taking in the smoke. You can start to move into the space around you. I'm outdoors, so I'm not going to do that. But if you're home, you can smudge your family members, your friends, your roommates. You can smudge your altar space, anything that's on, sacred objects in your home. You can smudge all of the rooms. I like to go into the corners of the room, so go into every corner of each room. And as you move through, you can envision the space being purified, removing any stagnation, removing any negativity. Again, make sure the windows are open. And if you like, you can recite a mantra or a prayer. You can use our Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushti Vardhanam or Dvarikamuva Vandhanam Mritya Mokshiyamamritam mantra. You can just use a simple Om, right, or any mantra of your choice. You can also make up your own affirmation or prayer, something simple. I clear all negativity from my space. I open to infinite possibility. I allow the light of the higher vibration. I seal my body, my sacred space in love and light, right? So whatever prayer you like, and then when you're done, of course, be very, very careful. That's why we have the smudge bowl. I'm not having it because I'm outside. I'm just going to put mine into the dirt, right? And you can smudge, put out your herbs, your wood, your smudge. And then you're done. Then you can thank the herbs for the beautiful ceremony. And wahe, you're ready to go. Feeling clear and light. The field is open. Namaste. Love you all. Thank you so much.